is available at the back of the room, so it's accessible to the public. Simpson.
Here.
Sisson. McDermott.
Here.
Gibbon.
Here.
Burbach.
Here.
Marvin.
Here.
Mankey.
Here.
Aldridge.
Here. Thank you. We can all stand, please, for a moment of silence, followed by the pledge of allegiance. Amen. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. It's awesome to see. Item 1, consent agenda. Approve this agenda. Approve the city's treasurer's report for June 2018. Pay the claims as submitted. Approve a spatial designated liquor license. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Aldridge.
Second.
Roy Gibbons.
Simpson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Burbach.
Yes.
Marvin.
Yes.
Mankey.
Yes.
Aldridge.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion approved. It is now approved minutes of the July 3rd, 2018 regular council meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Doug Simpson, Jeff Nankies.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Burbach.
Abstain.
Marvin.
Yes.
Mankey.
Yes.
Aldridge.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
It is now time to open up the public forum, and I think we need to let Ron Tillery address a very important issue for our community now.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the council, administration. My name is Ron Tillery. I'm the Executive Director of Phelps County Development Corporation, also known as PCDC. With me this evening is Stacy Packard. She is the Director of Administrative Services for the corporation. She's been with the corporation for about 8 years. I joined the organization in late May, just after Memorial Day 2016. You may have seen some public false allegations made against PCDC last week, in which an individual alleged that we were mishandling LB 840 funds. And I'd like to this evening put that issue to rest and assure the council that those allegations are false, that we have very high standards and very robust safeguards in place to ensure that LB 840 funds and every other aspect of the PCDC business agenda is conducted at the very highest levels. With us this evening are also members of the PCDC board, including its president and treasurer, the past president, and the president-elect. We feel very confident that the operation is operating at the highest levels and that it's one that you can be proud of. But tonight I wanted to, if you hadn't seen the memo that we posted publicly last week on Wednesday, I wanted to provide you a copy of that. That's the first page of the handout that I provided to you. But one of the things that I wanted to do tonight, and I want to be brief, I don't want to dominate your meeting or dwell on this needlessly, but I think it's important for us to review the things that we put in place to ensure that we are good caretakers of the LB 840 funds, as well as all other financial aspects of our operation. First, our internal financial policies are established by the board following input from our accountants And we review that on a regular basis to ensure that we're current in doing things, that we are using the best possible practices to ensure compliance with all the regulations and laws that are in effect. We also have internal controls that requires the treasurer to open and review all bank statements separately and before either I or other staff in the office, that other staff being Stacy, ever sees them. That's a layer of protection. We also require dual signatures on every check. Not just checks of a certain amount, but every check has a dual signature. The executive committee conducts reviews of financial statements with the staff on a monthly basis. The full board reviews and accepts monthly financial reports at all its regular board meetings. Outside audits are performed annually by a professional accounting firm for both the LB 840 accounts and also the general private investment fund accounts. Our annual financial statements and LB 840 statements are reported side by side in that annual audit, and that audit is provided to the city and the Citizens Advisory Review Watchdog Committee. There has never been an instance of mismanagement or material errors that were identified in a PCDC audit. The audits, as I said, were presented to the Citizens Advisory Review Committee on an annual basis, and then PCDC reports to that committee and also to the City Council on a semi-annual basis for its watchdog committee reports. Also wanted to address another allegation that was made, that we're commingling funds, and that's not true. We have two separate accounts, one for the private investment dollars that come into PCDC, and a separate account for the LB 840 funds. There are occasions where there are transfers that occur between those two funds for a variety of reasons. And it was one of those transfers that the individual that made the allegations misunderstood, either intentionally or unintentionally, and that's what was reported. And we, in this memo that you have, lay out what that transaction was for and why it was in the amount that was reported. The City Council actually saw that transaction when it originated back in 2013. It was for the purchase of Iron Horse Business and Industry Park. It was a part of a three-pronged approach to financing that purchase. One, using private funds; two, using LB 840 funds; and three, bank financing. And when the LB 840 funds were increased to a comfortable reserve level, then that was partially repaid. I also wanted to emphasize that we at PCDC follow precisely the plan that was approved by the voters by an 83% margin in 2015. We do our best at every step of the way to ensure not only that we're effective in delivering the programs that PCDC delivers, but also that we do it in a way that we all can have confidence in it's being done the right way. It's important to us. I know it's important to you, and that's why we wanted to come here tonight. Stacy's with me to help answer any questions, technical nature that you may have as it relates to our books, or we're open to any other questions that you may have.
Speaking on behalf of the council, I think the full council is fully behind the PCDC. We have full assurance and fully confidence that everything that PCDC is doing is for the benefit of our community as we move forward. I appreciate your input, and there was some allegations and a kind of serious allegation, but thank you for putting a squelch to that.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions?
I would just echo the mayor's statement. I think we've got total faith in you. We've got total faith in your board members. They're all upstanding citizens, and I think we just don't need any black eyes. And I think this is one way by averting it, being open and transparent with everything. So, proud of the work you do.
Thanks for coming and explaining it.
Yes.
Thank you. Anybody else have open discussion? Okay, Ben?
I have one for Kim. I was just wondering about the status of basketball courts in the South Park.
We will get to them. Well, hopefully we can start in August 1st. We're still planning on doing it, Ben. It's just with the weather and stuff, it's taking some time up at the tennis courts and getting our shelter done up there.
And then, do you have, is it Dan Hampton? Is he the only one that takes care of the park up over there?
I have one other gentleman, Rocky Sayer.
I just wanted to say he's doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
I'd like to ask Diana Urban to come up, rest of the council.
And just so
Good
everybody
news.
knows, I didn't know I was going to be called up here.
I could put you in the corner.
Oh, that's okay. I spoke with Mayor Young before the meeting started, and I informed him that the library has hired a new library director. He's coming from Kemmerer, Wyoming, and he has 10 years experience of being the library director, and he is going to be starting 2 weeks from tomorrow, which is August 1st. And we will be coming August 7th, I believe it is, to present our library budget to the city council, and we will be bringing him with us.
What a way to break him in.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. So,
Coming from Wyoming, cowboy up.
that's right. So that's all I have.
Okay, don't go away.
What's his name?
His name is Michael Burris, Burris. You're welcome.
And we'll go on to item number 4, while you're there. Approve appointment of Sue Christensen to the Holy Area Library Board of Trustees. Junior Crown, I believe.
Ginger Cowan, she has resigned from her position. They relocated to Colorado, and so we just need to fulfill her term, which will end June of 2019.
Cool. Diana and
Cindy Gett,
Cindy Gett have been they've been running the library for some time.
yeah, 10 months.
And it's gone pretty smooth other than when they don't have water.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've had to shut down for some reason.
Or when we have a lock-in party for summer reading and we don't let the police department know that we're there until midnight, so.
Thank you for all you've done for the library and for our community. Thank you. You're very important. Approve the appointment of Sue Christensen
So moved.
I'll second that.
and Mary McDermott, seconds.
Urban.
Yes.
Marvin. Yes. Hanky.
Yes.
Aldridge.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Coleman.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you. Item 5, approve Holders Chamber of Commerce request for sidewalk sales. And we do have ordinances against outside displays. That's why you're coming before the council tonight.
Jonna Cook with the Holdridge Area Chamber of Commerce. I am coming to you because a few of the businesses have expressed interest in wanting to do sidewalk sales again. So they have picked the 26th or the 27th and 28th of July for those. And so I am working really hard to try to make it more than just the 4 that signed up or want to do it. So one of the things, not only are we hoping you'll approve sidewalk sales, which would be allowing some of the businesses to have displays or tables or whatnot out on front on the sidewalks. A lot of them, I believe, are going to do indoor sales, so it'd be more, there's only a handful that might be out on the sidewalk. To go along with that, we are looking at Thursday, July 26th of doing a kickoff to sidewalk sales. And so what that would be is Rocket Enterprises, they're who comes and does our rock wall and train for Swedish Days. They have a huge projector screen, and we can do like an old-fashioned movie. So our thing is, we're working on getting the Sandlot. And so that Thursday night at the 300 block of West Avenue, they would be able to set up We'll start the movie between 8:30 and 9, depending on the light. It'd be a free movie for people to come, bring their chairs, snacks, whatever they want to bring. And so, talking to Erin, which is a business owner down there, she said typically from the public parking north, there are not a lot of cars that park in there anyway. So if it is approved, maybe we would just cone off a few, just so there would be some seating. But otherwise, it would not be taking up any parking, because it would be from 308, like north of there, to the construction. So if that is something else, I guess, on top of sidewalk sales, to get approval from you guys.
Aaron has contacted me about this, and we have been in contact with Department of Roads. And if we know the exact date, they will come in and help clean up that area too, so all the stuff is out of the way. If they have any equipment or any tools or something, they'll be willing to come in and have the contractor move everything for this event too.
You don't suppose we can get an equipment operator to run a street sweeper too?
We rent, Robert swept streets, 4th Avenue last last Thursday morning. He did from Garfield to Grant downtown on the new concrete.
Cool. Look into it.
And unfortunately, I only made 6 copies, because I don't know why my brain was thinking 6. So, share. This is what kind of the initial little blurb that we will be putting out, if you guys approve it, for the kickoff. And then we have little promotions that will go throughout the weekend. I'm trying to build it more as like an eat, shop, explore. I have the movie theater and the museum on board to do some other stuff, so it's not just shopping. So we're hoping to kind of make it a little bit all inclusive and get some more participation.
Cool. Any questions from the council?
That is a great movie, I just wondering.
The Sandlot's a great one.
I've seen it more than a couple of times.
We're trying to pick something that would be a good family movie where a lot of age ranges of kids, or it's one that you've seen 100 times but it's still fun to see again. And if this is successful this year, we're looking at next year doing it actually the same Thursday, which would be the 25th. And we'll do it as like a Christmas in July and do National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So kind of projecting to next year if this one is successful this year. So.
Cool. Questions? A motion to approve?
So moved. Thank you.
Jeff Nankis, Randy Orders, seconds.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Albert,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Givens,
Yes.
Irvine,
Yes.
Marvin,
Yes.
Mankey.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you. That'll be me. Item 6, approve the use of the city auditorium for hunter safety courses. And yes, Robert, you have to come back again.
Here every year. I just love you guys so much.
Tongue in cheek there.
Yes, sir. Mayor, council, as you guys know, I put on hunter safety for the state of Nebraska, and this year I'm wondering if I could possibly use a city auditorium for hunter safety. It will be August 4th and 5th and August 11th and 12th. It's from 4:30 to 6. It is a Saturday and Sunday. I have talked to Dane and Scott Walker. There's nothing going on those weekends. So if you all don't mind, if I could use it again.
And how many kids do you normally have and the ages?
I had 22 last year in one class, and I usually take up to about 30.
Chief?
Are these two-day sessions, or do they have to attend all 4?
They have to attend all 4 classes because there is a test August 12th. What are you thinking about taking it, sir? I'm just throwing that out there, sir.
Just thinking about my grandson, but I looked at who was teaching him.
Well, you'll probably learn a lot more from me than.
Mary?
Any of your policies and procedures that changed since last year, or is it just gonna be the same as what
It's
we've
gonna
done
be,
every year?
yes ma'am, it's gonna be the same.
Alright,
There's not gonna be no ammunition that will be for my rifles and shotguns that I do take in, and yes, I still take in shotguns, rifles. Last year I took in my AR. I also took a crossbow in. So, I mean, there's no live ammo in there. They're all dummy loads. they're all empty. And you all can come and look if you want. This is you, sir.
I would move we approve this request.
That's seconded.
Madam Clerk, Doug Simpson.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Burbine.
Yes.
Marvin.
Yes.
Jenkins.
Yes.
Aldridge.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Irvin.
Thank you for doing that,
Thank you very
Robert.
much.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you. Item 7, we're going to table that tonight. With the Housing Authority Board, we get some more information, so that will probably be on August 7th meeting. Other than that, it is now time for the open discussion, staff and council. Bob?
No.
Dave?
I think that's a good thing, Joe. No, thank you.
Chief? Nope. Dispatch is working good, your officer?
Dispatch is doing very well, yeah. New dispatch.
Troy?
Nothing.
No, sir.
Jeff? Randy?
I just want to thank everybody in this group for being here and supporting the council. It's been something else the last couple of years. And my wife and I appreciate all of you. I want you to know that. That's all I have.
Thank you. Jack?
I'd just say Robert needs to sweep on 14th and East Avenue. We're just kind of a mess up there.
There's gonna be a big hole tomorrow, sir.
The earth moved a couple times today.
Mary?
Well, I think we better make sure we're here long enough to earn our wages. And I had to put pen to paper today, so I'm gonna stand up so I can make sure everyone can hear me. Sorry about your luck. Can everybody hear me? Yes. First, I want to say thank you to the leadership of PCDC for coming out tonight. I really applaud their transparency. Having spoken with some board members, the director, the bookkeeper, and the treasurer, I feel confident in their accounting procedures and in their oversight. I'd also like to note that the LB 840 Watchdog Committee provides regular reports to the City Council, and those are available to the public here today. There's been a lot of hurt in this town over the past year. It has been hard to watch our friends and neighbors suffer through bullying, threats, and intimidation. I've been accused myself of breaking the law and being unfaithful to the people I was elected to serve. It's not true, and it doesn't feel good, but we can overcome this. The first step is always to address concerns, and tonight was a really good example of that. Thank you again. Also, we need to be willing to admit that we all want the same things. We want a safe and prosperous town to live in and to raise our kids in. Nobody in this room is trying to undermine that or sink the ship. We're all in the same boat here. Going forward, we need to continue to demonstrate our commitment to positive leadership, cooperation, and most importantly, open government. The silver lining to this ongoing distraction is that now people are paying attention. I always like to refer to the motto engraved on our state capitol. The salvation of the state is watchfulness in the citizen. Engaging with your government isn't just a right, it's also a responsibility. So thank you to all you responsible citizens that attend meetings, watch the live stream on YouTube, and read the minutes in the newspaper. You're all contributing to our democracy. I'm really proud of this town. The community of Holdridge is standing up. They're standing up to reject slander and bullying. Holdridge is standing up to say that facts matter, and we value our community too much to be divided by garbage that only amounts to political rhetoric and grandstanding. We can also take an important lesson from this experience. And that lesson is to speak up for yourself. If you can find the courage to stand up and confront those that hurt you, you'll likely find that you're not alone and your community will stand with you. As always, thanks for listening. Tell your friends.
much on schedule, or are we behind or ahead, or how are we doing?
Well, we have progress meetings every Wednesday, and as of last Wednesday, they were pretty much on schedule. I believe Van Kirk's, we're going to have the water and sewer done, I believe by mid-August. Now with the weather, no guarantees. We'll have a progress meeting tomorrow. Brian and I usually attend them in case I need something from the city or if anything else is going on. But they're about on schedule at this point in time. And then Dave Neal gets a question, what is the completion date? And if you know Dave Neal, he gives you all sorts of faces and whatnot, but he won't give one out. So, but I'm still thinking it's probably mid-December, later December when 100% completion, because even though you see concrete poured, they've got touring and striping and then backfilling and seeding and signs, and then they got to make sure that street lights are all up and running. So even though there's concrete poured, there's still a lot to do after that. So,
Right, thanks.
Thank you. Rod?
Pass.
Kim?
nothing, sir.
Brian?
No, sir.
What happens when the good Lord provides us with all this bright lights at night, all this lightning?
Once in a while, it makes your lights blink at your house. That happened again last night, or this morning. I don't know why these thunderstorms have so much lightning this year, but it's raising heck with our circuits, I can tell you that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Mary, I give you not over 10 minutes. Thank you. I've got to reiterate, this council takes their business seriously. We get reports from the library, from PCDC. It's looked at, it's scrutinized. We have, I think, a great staff, great council. We have a great PCDC. Look at the board members. I'll never make it to that caliber, but I appreciate them. The library, it takes a ton of volunteers to make the community what it is, and it's pretty awesome. Even our school system's not too bad, but don't tell anybody. With that, this meeting's adjourned. Thank you.